look into the New Distributors Global Business Guide. This is a very practical guide. This is like an introduction for you to become a professional network builder. An introduction, in other words, give you an awareness of what this industry is all about. So the very key tag here is you are the CEO of your own network. Say it. I am the CEO of my own network. And that is true. This is your business. It is not your upline's business, and it is not your downline's business. Yes or yes? Diba? Let me pull up here para makita ko lang. Okay. Now, I need to play this one. Okay, now, your job as a CEO, I am assuming, before I start, I am assuming that this is now your vehicle to making your fortune, right? You have a job, probably you have a business, probably currently you are self-employed. Whatever you're doing, you know now it's not going to give you the fortune, the riches that you want in your life, that you desire, correct? And you know that there is an opportunity right now, and it's called iTerra Care. It's called multi-level marketing. And this opportunity is a vehicle for you to obtain the fortune making, all right? The making of your fortune, the riches of your life. And this vehicle is a very powerful vehicle. That we call is like a Ferrari. You know, you step on the gas, you go straight. Roadstar, like the Tesla cars. And we have right now super high-speed cars, the R-Max, the Tarmax, and those amazing cars. So you step on it, but before you step on it, do you really know how to drive this car? Do you really know this kind of business? Because first of all, as a leader, as a CEO, your job is four things. Hindi ito negotiable, non-negotiable itong apat. We call this the 4 S's of multi-level marketing. Number one, selling. Now, most of us, we're actually selling naturally, no? Whether we like it or not, we sell naturally. We are sellers. In other words, we can recommend. If you like a certain doctor, right? If you're looking for a doctor, you always like to ask for opinions, right? And then we sell, yeah, magandang doctor na yan, grabe yan, yung dentist na yan. So we are basically selling all the time. Selling is like man's nature, because in ancient times, there is always that trade and selling and back and forth. And so selling is human's nature. It is very, very much normal or natural for somebody to sell. Whether it's small or big, it's there. It can be learned, and it's also natural. But there is a difference. From number 2, 3, and 4 is very much different. Sponsoring is not selling. Initially, yes, you make sales to make that person, all right, join or experience the product. But sponsoring is partnership. That mindset is you bring a certain person into your business so that that person becomes part of your business, which is called your network. And sponsoring is not selling to the person, but influencing or convincing the person to join your business as your partner. That is sponsoring, right? And sponsoring is like breathing. You have to do it all the time. Now, number 3 is servicing. As an upline, as a leader, your job is to serve, to service, as simple as teaching them how to sell, how to order, logistics, back office, servicing. Mga uplines, normal yan, ginagawa natin yan. But again, what makes a great leader? A great leader trains. He does not sell yet. He does not just sell or sponsor or serve, but that great leader does training. And that is where it separates the builders and the rest of the group, because that person knows how to train. And that is where the sustainability of the network begins to grow. This is where passive income is. So all of us, all our job is to do these 4 S's, to master the 4 S's. Then you check yourself. Okay, number 1, I know how to sell, I know how to sponsor, I know how to serve. But most of us still needs to grow up as a coach, as a trainer, as a mentor. And this is where ISB comes. This is where all this training, events, all this amazing project, all of this is designed for you to become a full-fledged CEO of your business. You cannot be a CEO unless you know how to manage your company, your business. Your job is to create as many teams as you can, right? You have a team in UAE, probably a team in Canada, a team in UK, a team in the Philippines. The more teams as a leader, your job is to create as many teams. The more teams you can create, the faster you can duplicate, the better the system, the more duplicable the system is, the faster your network grows. So this is a hand-in-hand job. Your job is to create as many teams, but the quality of your team and the speed of the growth of your team is determined by the system. That's why meron tayong programa. Meron tayong amazing project. Meron tayong itong mga programs that we're doing because this will speed up the growth of our network by building as many teams as we can. So that is your job. So again, you are the CEO and this is your job to be a professional network builder. Now, you know this, 90% of the company's paid out commissions are earned by the builders. 2% lang po ang builders sa price. Very few. These are the 3 stars going up to Sapphire, Pearl, Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, and the Crown. 2% sa kanila. 90% sa lahat ng komisyon, profit, paid commissions to the distributors are only enjoyed by the 2%. Imagine that. 13% are the sellers. These are the online sellers. Ito yung nagde-demo, ito yung nag-house to house, ito yung maghilig mabenta. 13%. They only get a fraction of that company's paid out commission. But with like the Crown ambassadors, bulk of the 2%, I would say 70% or a little more probably are enjoyed by the Crown ambassadors. That's the gap of the income, ladies and gentlemen. So think about it. Think about it. If you really want, now this is where self-discipline, this is where real commitment comes, you know. If you really want to be the top of the food chain, you have to really commit to be part of the 2%. Because that's where the fortune is. That's where financial freedom is. And we see that. We see that with Crown Ambassador Gloria and the Balurans and the rest, you know, even the Kuching. They are enjoying massive income because they have committed since day one. Ayaw nilang maging user. Ayaw nilang maging retailer. Ayaw nila ng benta. Gusto nila yung mag-build sila ng network. That's why bulk ng income nasa kanila ngayon. Yung iba, tingi-tingi na lang. So make that choice. Now, let's start. What is the right strategy? You know this. The right strategy is built on the left of both your second and third account. And the right strategy is to find your 8 committed leaders. It sounds very easy, no? 8 lang pala. Yes, but these are 8 builders. Ha? So you will never stop until you find 8 na builders. Because these are your generals for you to become a Crown ambassador, for you to have passive income, for you to have a massive success. That is to find your 8 committed leaders. And your 8 committed leaders or builders are your partners. These are your generals, right? This is where your community is being built. The system is being duplicated. Now, these leaders also understand that they have to build 8 leaders under them. So this is 8 and 8 and 8. This is the pro level. I'm not just talking about 2, 3, or 4. No, I'm talking about 8. You got to have 8. So again, when you start with 3 accounts. Alam natin, 3 accounts is the minimum requirement for builders. Right? I'm not talking about sellers. Builders, minimum account. Bakit ang triangle is very recommended? Because it's a smart move. The same effort, 3 times the income. This 3 account has a lot of great potential. But of course, you can go 5, you can go 7. Some of them more than 7. You can go as many as you can. But minimum, if you really want to build this business big time, 3 accounts. Now, this is how it looks like. Palagi natin sinasabi. Diamond, silver, silver. Some can start with silver, silver, silver. Some can start with gold, silver, silver. It's up to you. But minimum requirement is 3 accounts. And then you can add later on. And you go to the left. We have seen this. We will show this detail of this in depth during the ISB. All right? Ang in-depth nito, papakita natin sa ISB program. And this will be shown on the 2nd and 3rd day. by our Crown Ambassador. So again, what are these 8 leaders? Okay, intention. In your mind, I'm going to attract 8 right leaders. What are the qualities? Of course, kailangan. We need to differentiate. We need to identify what are this type of leaders. What are the qualities? Number 1, minimum requirement, they have to have a burning desire. I'm sure you have that. All of you can attest to that. Ako yan. Ako yun. Ayaw ko nang maging pobre. Ayaw ko nang maging ganito sa habang buhay ko. Gusto ko, from me down to my children, mayayaman kami. Meaning, I am, my deepest why is from me down to my children, tapos na ang kahirapan. Okay ba yan? Diba? Kasi galing sa tatay ko pataas, puro mahirap eh. Pero manggagaling sa akin pababa sa mga anak ko, tapos ang kahirapan. Kasi si daddy, si mommy, kagaya ko, nag-build ng empire of business. Network marketing. So, importante yung why. Ano yung why mo? If you ask yourself right now, what is your why? Why are you here? You have to write it down. And this will be shown and taught during the ISB and during the amazing project. Now, teachable. Is it important to be teachable? Of course. Coachable. Ayaw natin yung mayabang. Ayaw natin yung medyo nagpaporma-porma mo na dyan. Gusto mo nila yung self nila, ego. Hindi pa sila ready to play as a team. Right? So, they make things happen. Gusto din natin yung they know how to do it with urgency. They are winner in attitude. They are goal-getter. And usually, makukulit to sila. At the very beginning, makulit tawag na daw upline. May kausapin tayo upline. Ganyan, tapatan mo agad yung energy nila. Yun ang palagi yung sinasabi, match the energy. When you find this type of leaders, you gotta match their energy. They are team player, not solo player. And again, this is the very key here. They use and duplicate the system. In other words, this quality of these 8 leaders, they are called carnivorous. They are not herbivores. What's the difference between an herbivore and a carnivore? An herbivore is they eat plants. So when a cow, a goat, a lamb, all right, they are hungry, what do? They don't run and chase something, right? They're not predators. If they're hungry, they just simply bow their heads and eat what's on their feet. That is their grass. That's the food. It's just within. They don't move. But a carnivore is different. For a carnivore to survive and live, it has to hunt. Oh, you know what I mean, ha? It has to hunt. Kailangan para siya mabuhay at pamilya niya, kailangan siyang pumatay. Hindi ko naman sinabing kailangan mong pumatay ng tao dito. But ganun yung attitude. Kailangan mong mag-chase. Merong effort. Kailangan mong maging predator to kill your prey because that's your food. So in other words, this type of character is the one who really chases. Effort, action-driven. People that really make things happen. Hindi lang sila comfortable. Nguya-nguya na sila. Hindi ganon. So look for a carnivore leader. So my question is, are you a carnivore or are you an herbivore? Alam ko, carnivorous ka eh. Kasi mahilig ka sa bulalo. Mahilig ka sa lechon. All right. When you find your why, you find your way. Is this true? Yes. Pag meron talagang sobrang lalim na rason kung bakit ka dito, as I always say, you know, Prive International, what we're doing is not just really about money. This is about changing lives. This is a platform where you can minister to people, where you can, you know, express your gifts and calling. That is touching lives. Because touching lives is not just within the 4 walls of a church or a religious organization. You can touch lives using network marketing because network marketing is a transformational industry. Transformational industry. So know your why and you will find your way. Now, there are 3 types of leaders. And you know this, number 1 is salesman. A salesman, they introduce the product. Ito yung nagbebenta. And pag may makita kang ganito, don't focus too much to them. In other words, yung assistance mo, yung support mo, wag mong i-boost tudo-tudo sa kanila. Give them 5-10%. Bakit? Because they are needed. You need a lot of salesmen also in your organization because they bring volumes, correct? They also bring volumes. Imagine kung meron kang 100 salesman. Oy, naku po. Pwede ka rin mag-max out doon, correct? So, salesmen are good. They are always there. Massive of them. They can do social media selling, retailing, demo, house to house. Then they call, benta, okay yan. But again, these are the type of people that they don't train. Gusto nila yung instant. Pag may benta, pera ka agad. Benta, pera ka agad. Pag meron silang BRW, pera nila ka agad. Kasi ang dami nilang BRW, benta nila. Ano? Bakit? Another money in their pocket yon. So, salesman, marami to sa Thrive International. Bakit? Sobrang madali lang ibenta ang iTeracare. Sobrang mabilis. So, but they don't train, there's no building taking place. So, kung panay 100 yan, salesman, meron kang ang volume, pero wala ka ngayong bulto, volume, or massive, passive income. Kasi po ang salesman, pwede naman ngayon, may makita na silang mas maganda pang produkto, lilipat na naman sila doon. Di ba? Or may makita naman silang marami silang gusto magbenta kasi magaling sila magbenta. They can sell as many, hindi lang iTeracare. Mapansin mo, may glutathione na sila. Meron naman sila ibang binibenta. Kasi salesman, hindi mo sila pwedeng masabi, mag-focus ka dito. Hindi mo ganyan ang salesman. Okay, so that's fine. Don't focus much of your time. Pwede mo sila ma-convert into a builder. Now, there are two types of builders. Number 2, good builders. And number 3, the strong builder. So let's go to the good builder. What is a good builder? Kabisado ang opportunity. Kabisado ang product, master ang basic training. They train people, ha? They spot, makulit din ito. But ang mga good builder, minsan, kontento na sila pag naka-left and right na sila, kung okay na sila, yan ang good builder. Pero hindi sila yung tipong nag-i-empower. Hindi sila yung massive. They are just the networker, the normal networkers. They are called good builders. So if you have this type of leader, you can focus 15 to 20% of your time. All right? You caddy with them. But we want the third one. These are called the strong builders. Ito na yung cream of the crop. Ang strong builders is, they don't just train. Iba yung training eh. Iba yung tinatawag na empowering. Training, teaching is totally different from empowering. As a strong builder, meron silang character. They have the heart to see people's lives transform. They empower. And ito yun. They don't just train, teach, and empower the first level. Bumababa sila sa mga downlines nila. Chine-check nila kung sino ngayon ang makaka-run sa kanila. Those that can run with them. They check, they go down, lower, no, even to the 5th level. Like Gloria Quaresma. You know, she goes to the 85th level. That was her bingo. The 80 plus level, and that was in the United States. Yun, tinutukan niya. Ngayon, nag-massive, bumuhusog yung kanyang leg in the United States. And that was in the 80 plus level. So these are the strong builders. They go down, they spot on the leaders, they call, they influence, they train them, all right, how to become leaders. And they help them build their own teams. So if you have this strong builder, wag mo nang pakalawan yan. Tapatan mo yung energy niya. Run with that person. Kung makulit yan, while the energy is there, for the next 3 to 6 months, grabe to sila, massive, and you know what? You only help them for a short period of time. Yan ang napansin ko sa mga strong builder. You only help them, minsan, 1 month lang, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Pagkatapos sila na, they fly on their own. Boom! Yan ang mga strong builders. They are this. And these are very, very rare gems in this kind of business. If you happen to see this, wow, kahit dalawa lang, wala, max out ka na. I'm telling you. Imagine may dalawa kang strong builder, left and right mo. Max out ka. Ay kung meron kang 8. Hallelujah. Tama po ba? So ngayong gabi ha, let us attract the strong builders. Okay. Now you may start with your top 40 man. Now you have 1,000 contacts. Ang dami mong contacts. So select the top 40. We call it man. We'll talk about the man later. Money, ability, and network. And focus on the global market. We always encourage our leaders to focus on the global market. So where do you find these contacts? In your Facebook, social media, in your phones, and you start looking. So you start writing them. We will give you a guide step by step during the amazing project. Now, earn as you learn. Okay? So how do you do this? If you can rate yourself from 1 to 10, 0, no knowledge, 10, master ka na in your product, business, back office, new distributors, and even trainings and events like ISB and seminars, if you rate yourself 1 to 10, saan ka? Let's start with the product. Again, 1, no knowledge. 10, talagang master mo. Saan ka from 1 to 10? If you talk about iTeracare, Trilogy of Wellness, saan ka doon? Is it 2, 3, 4, 5? Rate yourself right now. If you can say, I am 10, you are ready. That's what we want. Hindi pwedeng 9, hindi pwedeng 8. So in other words, your job is to master. Ngayon, nasa 5 ka pa, no problem. Because you can always learn. But as you are learning, you can also earn at the same time. Kasi there's no stopping you. As you are learning, unlike a doctor, you know, I talked to a doctor a while ago. She finished her doctorship as a medical doctor, studying without income, tuition fee, ganyan, grabing gastos nila. 7 years. That was many, many years ago. Ngayon, 10 years na, di ba? 7 years, walang income yung panay learning lang yun. Sa network marketing, hindi po. Habang nag-learn ka, pwede kang mag-i-income. Kakaiba talaga itong industry na ito. Di ba? Business plan presentation. 0, no knowledge. 10. Kailangan 10 ka rin. Back office. Ako, I can admit, nasa 6 or 5 lang ako sa back office. Hindi ko master ang back office because my wife does it for me. 10 ang wife ko. New distributors orientation. Saan ka? 10. Dapat 10 rin. You should know how to do training and all the other events. Dapat 10 ka rin. So that is my encouragement. Kailangan you master this because these are the basic. Ito yung mga tinatawag training tools, knowledge tools. This is what you need for you to progress in this business. This is non-negotiable, by the way. Non-negotiable. Hindi pwedeng gusto mo mag 1 million peso dito at hindi mo to alam. Real talk. Real talk po. Kailangan alam mo ito. Minimum 8 or 9 for you to become successful in this business and master this by heart. So check yourself. If you don't know this yet, if you're still weak on this, watch the YouTube videos and start doing it. All right? And you're the only one who can do it, not your upline, not your downline. So the more you learn, the more you earn in this business. Okay? Now, mastery of knowledge, again, pabalik-balik, product presentation, business plan presentation, back office, master this by heart. When you say heart, ramdam mo na. Pag magsalita ka, nandun na yung energy mo. Nandun na yung convincing power mo. Nandun na yung energy mo. Sino dito? Ako lang question lang, kasi marami ako nakikita. Alam mo, nag-share ng iTeracare, lumuluha. Naka-experience ka na ng ganyan? Lumuluha, umiiyak. Kasi bakit nasa puso na eh. Pag nasa puso mo na, minsan nag-share ka, lumuluha ka na, umiiyak ka na. Kasi naisa puso mo na siya. Kahit sa business plan, minsan parang mapaiyak ka na. I don't know if you experienced that because I experienced that. Parang kahit simpleng training lang, napapaiyak ako. Kasi parang, alam mo yung, it's so real for me. Like the business plan is so real for me. Parang na-embody ko na siya. It's just so much in my heart na mapapaiyak ako. Imagine nagde-demo, mapapaiyak ka. Ano, bakit ba kailangan umiyak? Kasi hindi naintindihan nila, nasa puso mo na yung produkto. Hindi lang siya pera-pera. Gusto mo nang iba na yung level niya. It's to empower, it's to create freedom. Talagang for my family, for myself, for the people that I love. It's from the heart. And yan po ramdam ng mga tao yan. You cannot fake that. And once people feel that, when they feel your authenticity, na hindi ka nangluloko, hindi ka nag-hype, when they feel that, you know what, all of these blessings will follow you. And that's very, very important. Okay? So now this, create your own social media page. This is free. All right? We encourage you to have your own Facebook, TikTok, social media. This is very important. Now, if you haven't followed these community groups, like the Prive International USA, please follow all of this. Okay, take a screenshot, follow all of this. Prive International Philippines, Prive International Sanhad Berhad, SDN BHD, that is Malaysia, and Prive iTeracare Global by CTO Nathan, that is my Telegram. You can follow my Telegram, copy and paste. Everything is there. I post every single day. All right, every single day. I have my brother there who's doing all the graphics, everything. All you need to do is copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Yun ang ginagawa nila. Makita mo yung Prive Community Philippines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ang dami nun. Saan nanggagaling yun? Nanggagaling yun kay CTO Nathan. Copy, paste lang. Alam mo, pag may i-post ako sa Telegram, napapansin ko lahat, ganun din pinopost nila. At natutuwa po ako. Natutuwa ako. Sabi ko, oh my gosh, nandito na. Copy-paste lang. Bakit importante yan? We are creating awareness. We are creating massive awareness to the public. All right? So follow this and get a lot of good updates and information. Okay, so you can scan this. You can take a screenshot. You can scan. Ang dami pong downloadable testimonies in the ielite.org. Okay, in case you don't know, ielite.org, there is a button there that called testimonials. Click that. Ang dami po, hundreds of testimonies. You can post that in your TikTok. You can post it in your Facebook. Marami tayong materials. When we started 2.5 years ago, wala po kaming materials. Yung Chinese lang na babae na cartoon, 11 minutes. Yun lang po. Wala kaming mga videos. Wala po. Sobrang, talagang kami-kami lang. Hanggat dumami na po yung mga testimonies, ngayon ang dami na. So you can follow my channels for materials and updates. It's there. It's a support from my office to all our leaders globally. Okay, now, create your own leaders group chats, GCs, active updates on a daily basis. Is this important? If you want to do the AP, if you want to do this business seriously, you know what to do. Lahat kayo dyan naka-join sa group chats na inyong mga uplines. When you create a group chat, my suggestion, you include your active upline para meron lang monitoring. Then you can post the Zoom links there, updates, testimonies, people can ask questions, support, whatever. That is important, the iTeracare private group chats which you can create. You can have it in many, many channels, Viber, Telegram, WhatsApp, Messenger. And again, I always encourage my leaders, you got to have archives. Okay, I have my Google Drive. I send it to people who ask me. I have iCloud, OneDrive, or Google Drive, and you save all the iTeracare informations there. Like, you know, like bunting, tinatawag natin tarpaulins. We have tarpaulin certificates. We have printed materials for brochure. I have all of that in our Google Drive, which you can download. If you want to print it, you can print it. So everything is there. All right. So roadmap to success. There are 4 things. Knowledge. Knowledge means learn as fast as you can. The faster you learn the modules, product, business, NDO, back office, the faster you become better. And the faster you can share, the faster your business will grow. Skills. These are the sets of skills. Yung 6 set of skills, which I'll talk later on. So the faster you learn the skills, selling, invitation, follow-up, closing, training, these are the 6 goal setting. You master that. The faster you master that, the more mag-grow ang business mo. Because that's the only way. That's the basic of network marketing. And experience. So Nathan, hindi ako marunong magsalita, hindi ako marunong mag-share, hindi ako marunong mag-zoom. The only way is to do it. Period. Kung hindi ka marunong, I understand. But hindi pwede na hindi ka marunong. You have to really do it. And eventually, you will become good at it. So the only way is to do it and do it now. If you really want to be successful in this business. Hindi ka marunong mag-train, start training. Hindi ka marunong mag-NDO, start doing the NDO. Hindi ka marunong mag-Zoom, start doing the Zoom. Experience it until you become so good at it. That's the only way. Yes or yes? Attitude. I know lahat kayo, you have very good attitude. The reason why you're here, because your attitude is there. Attitude to learn and the healthy attitude that you're promoting, the culture, the attitude, the culture of Prive International, UGL. That is a very powerful model that every team can join together. In other companies, bawal sila mag-cross-line. Sa atin, we don't allow cross lines, but we can work together with cross lines. That is our culture. And we have integrity to respect everybody under our group. Even though magkaiba kayo, but you can work together, helping together, empowering together without having to mess up the structural genealogy. And that is a very powerful culture. And we can only find that here in Prive. So these are the 6 steps of skills, right? Which I'm going to show you. You know this. And the reason why you do this 6, okay? This is non-negotiable. This is the law of network building. Gagawin mo to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Para ano? Anong reason ito? Para makuha mo yung 8 active leaders mo. Okay? How you get your 8 active leaders? Your 8 builders is to do this. So, goal setting. You can start with income. Okay? And this one, hihimay-himayin natin to sa amazing project. Alright? So, himay-himayin natin. Anong income mo? Anong rank na gusto mo? Monthly income? Anong country, bansa na start mo? This is SMART. So, we have the SMART or SMARTer goal. So, discuss this with your upline. Discuss this during the amazing project. Dito, pinakita ko lang, pahapiyaw lang, basic. But this is a key, a very important key for you to become successful once you're doing this kind of business. Okay? Number 2, prospecting. So, you have 1,000 contacts, right? Ang dami mong contacts. You only stream it down, select 40 muna. 40, they are with money, ability, and network. So you choose. Out of the 40, isa-isahin po yan sa Amazing Project. That's the good thing about Amazing Project. Isa-isa yan. Sino to? Kakilala mo to? Saan mo to nakakilala? Anong relationship mo nito? In the Amazing Project, isa-isahin po yan, yung 40-man. So this one, what do you do with the 40-man? Once you have the 40-man, these are your raw materials. Raw mats. When you build the house, you need raw mats. When you build the business, you need raw mats. The raw mat is the prospect. Without prospect, there is no business. So write down your prospect. You cannot just put it in your head. You have to write it down in your notebook or write it down in your phone. And the Amazing Project, we have a detailed way to write it down. Once you have the prospect, you start inviting them. I don't need to talk about invitation because I'm assuming lahat kayo magaling kayo mag-invite. You have your own style to invite. But the point is, the 40-man, which are your raw mats, you invite them. You call them. And what? You share your story. Alam mo, bye, grabe ito. Itong nangyari sa akin ngayon. Itong ganyan. Itong nangyari. Ito. Tingnan mo nga ito. Latest technology ito ngayon. Ngayon, pag mag-yes na sila, yon, ipasok mo na. Or you can use the ABC rule, which is very important. You can use your upline. Alright? Pakilala mo ngayon sa upline yung prospect mo. ABC rule. Ititiyak mo, i-edify mo si upline. I-edify mo si coach. I-edify mo yung active mo para pagtingin niya sa upline mo, yung client mo, yung prospect mo, iba na. There is that sense of edification. So you know this. So after you invite, where do you invite them? You invite them to a presentation. So presentation, you can do the presentation or we have daily presentation. Every single day, Monday to Fridays and Saturdays. Today, merong NDO. That's Philippine side, 7:30. So that's NDO. Saturday. Friday, we have presentation. Morning, I have US and Canada, 9 o'clock in the Philippines. Thursday, 8 p.m. Wednesday, 7:30, Doc Ibay and Cruz family. Tuesday and Monday, we have the We Care Academy. So every single day, you can just plug in these people to the presentation. You don't need to do the presentation. But if you can do it, better. I would suggest you do it. Testing eh. Diba? Testing eh. Huwag kang matakot. 2 lang sila, 3 sila. Pa-zoom ka dyan. Kahit free yung Zoom na yan, okay lang. Tapusin mo lang in 45 minutes kasi wala na. Pero okay lang yun. Kasi kami, nag-start din kami sa free Zoom, no? Alam mo ba? Nag-start kami ng free Zoom, no? Katapos meron na kaming konting income, yun, nagbili na kami ng Zoom. Lumampas na kami. And then 100. Minsan, limit na o nagbigay na kami ng 300. So we started there. Where else? You always start from the bottom and you climb up there. So present. This is very effective. You can do one-on-one, Zoom call, group meetings, and you do presentation. Why do you need to master this? Because this is a key again to convince your people and to close the sale. So after presentation is follow-up and closing the sale. The rule is 48 hours. You know this, okay? So make sure you ask your prospect, your 40-man, what is their decision? Gusto ko itong product. Okay. You do management of expectation. I want to do the business. So manage the expectation. I wanna use the product. At least you know user lang siya. O I wanna sell. At least alam mo retailer siya. So now out of your 40, ma-identify mo kung sinong user, retailer, at sino yung mag-build ng negosyo with you. That is very important. And after that is training. Once they commit to do the business, you bring them to the system. Teach, train, and empower your partners to become what? Leaders. To become CEO. So it's important. Number 6 is the training. Teach them how to do this. You can do training online. You can let them join our training, that the ISB, or all sorts of training. Let them join because this will solidify your network. Now, this is the pipeline. This is non-negotiable. Everyone must do the pipeline. Pabalik-balik lang ito. Prospect list, 40. You invite the prospect, you present to the prospect, and you follow up. Minsan, you can do 2 to 3 times follow-up, right? Wala silang decision, you follow up again. And then you tell them, would you like to watch the presentation again? They do it second time again, you follow up again. So you have to do this. Once you do as many of this pipeline, then you have as many users, retailers, or builders. So here, these are MLM laws. This is basic laws of MLM. Hindi ka pwede maging successful sa MLM if you don't do this. So here, number is the name of the game. So the more prospects you invite, present, and follow up, the more of them goes to the pipeline, the more you will have retailers, users, and builders. Now the builders go into another pipe. We call it training. The users, you don't need to train them. Just give them the blowing guide. Correct? But the builders, those who really want to do the network marketing, wants to become a leader and a builder, bring them to another section called training. AP, Amazing Project. This type of training. Ito ginagawa ninyo, UGL. Papasok na sila ngayon sa team, in the system, so they can start duplicating. And these are now the cream of the crops. Because they decide to change their lives because of the platform. So quality of prospects increases conversion, and there are no born builders. They are trained. So who wants to be a builder? A builder is trained. So right now, hindi ka pa builder. Can you be a builder? Of course. Can you be a professional network builder? Of course you can. Sabay-sabay lang. Continue lang. Do it lang with all your heart. I'm telling you, 6 months from now, 1 year from now, you will never be the same. You'll be talking millions. You'll be speaking in English. You'll be training white people. You'll be empowering people. You'll be traveling the world. You will be different. Doing this with all your heart, doing this every day, you can never identify yourself anymore. You will be a totally different man. Trust me, totally different man. Because why? You embrace something greater than yourself. All right, so mastering the online business, alam na natin to. We have training like from Javin, the CMO of Prive HQ in social media networking. We can have that training. And by the way, probably 2 weeks from now, we have another online training, TikTok and social media networking with Javin. So you can do this, all right? And you can utilize the online for the building of your business and retailing. Now, let's go into this. These are the 7 magic words in MLM. What are the 7 magic words? I will help you build your business. But this is divided into 2. Your upline's role is, you as an upline, your role is, I will help you. But as a downline, as a CEO, your role is, you build your business. So hand in hand, you build your business. As an upline, I will help you, but I don't build it for you. Clear? I don't build it for you. I simply empower you, help you, assist you, because it's partnership. Network marketing is partnership, but I cannot do it everything for you. You have to do it yourself. The building part is your job. The helping part is the upline's job. Yes or yes? Now, attitude. You know this, good learning and listening attitude, humility, persistent gratitude. This assures the health of your network. Now, in order for your income to grow, you need to grow. Now, read it again. Can you read that? Wow. Can you read it? In order for my income to grow, I need to grow. Is it reverberating now? Is it vibrating inside of you? It's a very powerful statement, huh? Yes, yun pala yung key. For my business to grow, finances, relationship, spirituality, mental health, emotional health, I must grow. I must grow. So here, this is what I like about network marketing, because network marketing is about transformation of a person from ordinary to becoming extraordinary. Because to become successful here, to become a multimillionaire here, you got to be extraordinary, whether you like it or not. Yes or yes? So you have to grow. Now, GLLA, good learning and listening attitude. Right? So you consult your upline for you to improve. Again, your upline is here to help you. No bad uplines. All good uplines are good uplines. They are there to treat you, to guide you, to respect you, to help you, to support you. So anything concerned, don't go down, go up. Yes or yes? Kung meron kang challenge, huwag mong ipangkalat sa baba. Right? Sinong kausapin mo mauna? Si upline. Please naman po. Uy, mayroon na maraming mga nasa Lazada, nasa Shopee. Sino sinabihan mo mga downlines mo? Hindi pa sila ready. 'Di ba? Wala na. Wala. Hindi sila hindi sila ready. Hala, meron pala sa Lazada. Meron pala ito sa ganyan. Hala, ganyan-ganyan. Oh, ano sasabihin mo ngayon? Na meron ng mga iba dyan. Nagbebenta-benta na rin sila ng mga terahertz daw. Hindi sila ready noon. So, wag mong ipagkalat sa baba. So, good learning attitude means, this is the meaning, go to the top. Any challenge, any problem, don't spread it down. Consult the top. Go to your active upline. Go to your coaches. Kung hindi makaya ni upline, di higher upline. Kung hindi ni kaya ni higher upline, yung pinaka-upline until nandun ka na kay Dr. Stephen Lai. All right, humility. This is the virtue of all learning. So are you open for feedback? Do you have a room to improve? Are you willing to learn? Yes or yes? Humility is very important. And this is what makes Filipino different. Filipinos, we are naturally, we are open and humble to learn, naturally. I think because we were colonized for a long time, So naturally, we love to learn. So that is within us. Now, persistency. Persistency is very important. Persistency is you avoid procrastination. Now, when you do this business, huwag kang mag-intay bukas, gawin mo na ngayon. Pag meron kang gustong tawagan, ilista mo na kaagad. Tawagan mo na kaagad. Ganun po. And you have to be persistent. Yun, alam mo yung mga makulit? Sino dito ang nakukulitan at nandito na sa Prive dahil sa kakulitan na nag-invite sa kanila? Sino po? Meron ba ditong guilty? Alam ko meron sa inyo. Ang dami sa inyo eh. O sige na nga, nakukulitan na ako, bibili na ako. O nandito ka na ngayon, di ba? Kung hindi dahil sa kakulitan niya, wala ka po dito. So there is something about persistency. Whether we like it or not, it still has a good role, a very important role, because a lot of you are here because somebody is so persistent. So yung magtataka, ang ganda ng babae, ang nagtataka ka, meron ako mga classmate, hindi gaano ka pogi, hindi gaano ka gwapo, pero ang kaganda ng mga girlfriend nila dati. Sabi ko, oh my gosh, bakit? Ang kulit! Ang kulit! Walang babaeng hindi mag-oo sa makulit na lalaki, persistent na lalaki. Di ba? So there is something about persistency. Hindi ko naman sinasabi ikaw yun. There's something about persistency, okay? So you got to be persistent. Persistence means keep moving on, keep doing it, keep calling, keep talking, keep training, keep it. Be in the loop, be in the path, be in the track. Persistency is very important in this kind of business. And attitude of commitment, right? So I wrote it here, this is very important. Doing whatever it takes in integrity. In integrity. Kasi marami dyan, let's do whatever it takes, pero nawala na ang integrity. Hala ka diha. Ayaw natin yun. Right? Ayaw natin mag-rank up dahil may problema. Ayaw natin yun. Kailangan may integrity. Nang susulot, nagko-cross line, ayaw natin yun. Do whatever it takes mean. You do it in full integrity. You do it with love and joy and respect. But you do everything you can in your power. Okay? So that is a very good attitude. So rule of thumb, your goal is to make sure your business partners, your downlines, they earn. So another goal is to focus on your left and right. Upline, wag niyo pong i-spill over left and right sa downline ninyo. Hindi tama yan. Mag-spill lang kayo sa kabilang linya lang. Ang kabilang linya, pwedeng ikaw na as a downline, tatrabahuin mo yun. Napaka-bless mo kung bibigyan ka ng left and right. At sa akin, hindi na po tama yun. So make sure you earn by stabilizing your left and right? And you also plan out your placement and ranking. So it's very important that at the very beginning, you talk about placement and ranking. This will be fully discussed during the amazing project. Okay, so 4 stages of building your network: foundation, concentration, momentum, and stability. You know this, okay? So, isa-isahin natin. So, foundation stage, this is in the next 3 months. So, if you are 3-month-old to 6 months old, this is what you need to do. You have to answer the question, why do you want time and financial freedom? Bakit ayaw mo na maging empleyado sa buong buhay mo? Bakit nga ba? Sagutin mo. Bakit gusto mo nang yumaman? Sagutin mo. At gusto mong yumaman, bakit naman hindi ibang industriya ang ginagawa mo or gagawin mo? Bakit network marketing? Sagutin mo nga. Di ba? Dapat masagot mo yan. Kasi pwede ka namang yumaman dyan. May mga crypto-crypto din dyan. Di ba? O may mga ibang opportunity dyan, traditional. Bakit ayaw mo yun? Bakit networking? Sagutin mo yan. At sa kadami-daming kumpanya, may glutathione, ladies and gentlemen. Mas bagay ka yata doon sa glutathione kasi ang puti mo. Bakit ayaw mo doon? Bakit gusto mo si Price? Sagutin mo yan. Kailangan masagot mo yan, ladies and gentlemen. At bakit mo to gagawin ngayon? Bakit ka mag-amazing project? Bakit ka magsasabay sa system na ito? You have to answer the question. That is in the foundation stage. Pag hindi klaro yan, medyo ganun ka pa. Kailangan masagot mo yan. Alright? So in the foundation stage, next 3 to 6 months, you got to learn the knowledge and the 6 set of skills. Training, basic training, NDO, why MLM, why Prive, why Elite System, and you got to do this all in the next 3 to 6 months. Kung bago ka pa, master the basic, okay? And also master how to invite, ABC rule, one-on-one approach, one-on-two approach, prospect listing, kasama yan, smarter goal, demo, drill, chat, practice, yan po ang pinaka-basic training. Kung baga, before ka maging professional, kailangan mo ito. This is elementary stage. Kindergarten, elementary stage, foundation stage. Now, after foundation stage is pag meron ka ng mga downlines. Kasi in foundation stage, 3 to 6 months, pag mag-amazing project ka, let's say matapos mo yung 90 days, assumingly, when you finish it, rightfully, when you finish it correctly, you have downlines already. Meron ka ng at least 8 downlines dyan na active during the amazing project. So anong gagawin mo? You now go to the next stage, concentration. What is concentration stage? You are now having a once a week meeting with your 8 leaders. Kasi first foundation stage mo, naghahanap ka pa ng mga leaders, di ba? Ngayon, meron ka ng mga leaders, magjo-join na sa'yo, alright, or mag-negosyo with you. Now, what do you need to do? You meet them, you talk to them. You have now your team. So you, at least once a week, mag-Zoom call ka sa kanila, monitoring, mentoring them, asking them questions, supporting them. What are the fears, the obstacles? How can I support you? What training do you need? How much time do you need? Alright, mag-bonding tayo. Ito na yon. This is the concentration stage. Dito na makikita, magbabanding, magdi-dinner time, going, so places. This is building relationship. This is concentration stage. Second stage. And then next stage is momentum. Philippines is already in momentum stage. Panay training pag momentum. For you to create momentum, ito na yon, amazing project. Amazing project is designed to create momentum. Yes or yes? It is designed to create momentum. That is AP. Imagine if you have 8 leaders nag-AP, wow, you will have a massive growth of your business. Because AP is about duplication of culture, Prive culture. This is about training, seminars. Be a leader, $1 million leader, serving your downlines. This is about this, sharing your blessing, your secret. What do you want? How can you support? This is momentum stage. Train, train, train. And after that is stability stage. Once running na ang mga leaders mo sa baba. Let's say, for example, you have hundreds of leaders running the program. Oh my gosh. Imagine stability stage. Nagma-max out ka na $3,750 araw-araw. Ooh, can you feel it? Guys, can you feel it? $3,750 a day. Can you see it? Oh my gosh, I can see it. This is stability stage. Now, you achieve the highest position. Now, in stability stage, let's say nag-crown ka na, no? Or kahit sa fire ka, pero nagma-max out ka, what you need to do is to help your 8 leaders achieve the highest rank and the highest income also. That is stability stage. Now, pag stability stage, mayroon ka ng office, Probably nag-stockist ka na, meron ka na ng mga office sa ibang bansa, nagte-training ka na, nagta-travel ka na around the world. That is stability stage. Still training, training, training. Stability stage, you have enough money here. And this is where you share your blessing. Reward yourself. Bili ka na lang ng mga resorts, farms. Ang galing, no? How many farms do you want? How many resorts do you want? Diba? How many houses do you want? You should be able to answer that. Okay, now, it looks like this. Alam natin to. You've seen this many times. Network, effort, income. You've got the first left and right triangles are from top to bottom, and the inverted triangle, which is effort. So foundation stayed 3 to 6 months. Ano ba ang grabing gagawin mo dyan? Effort. Next 3 to 6 months is all about effort. Pero hindi yan forever. That is just for a period of time. So effort there, okay? Now, concentration stage, effort pa rin, pero marami ng leaders mo. Meron ka ning maraming income. By this time in concentration stage, somewhere between 3 to 6 months, you're probably earning 5,000, 10,000 or more US dollars. Momentum, minimum 10, 20,000 US dollars. Stability, minimum 50,000 US dollars. This is how network marketing is. All right. So you understand this is your journey. Okay. You can see from a distributor, now you become a leader, because in concentration stage, you got to have 8 active leaders. You train them, and you go to momentum stage. That's in a year or more time, and a year above, or 2 years time, 3 years time. It's up to you. You can stabilize your business. All right. Our Crown Ambassador in 1-2 years time stabilize the business nila. So in other words, it can be done. In 1 to 3 years time, you will have a stable income here. Our goal is minimum 3,750 US dollars a day. Freedom stage. All right. So from your comfort zone, you move to your fear zone, where you begin to get all these excuses. Okay. So when you start moving away from your comfort zone, you will be faced by a fear zone. You will be asked so much question. Are you ready for this? Do you think you can do this? Komportable man ang buhay mo? Okay ka naman dyan? Nakakain ka man ng 3 times a day? Are you sure about this? You will be confronted by a lot of questions. But you don't want to be ordinary. You want to be extraordinary. You start pushing yourself. Then you start learning new skills, right? You start how to understand and deal with problems and challenges. And then you start growing. So if you want to achieve your dreams, you got to be in growth zone. And you know this is called activating your RAS. We talked about this in our ISB, laser focus. You know, you like the magnifying glass, right? It's my favorite toy when I was young, because of magnifying glass. When you create a vortex of light in a magnifying glass, lente, what do you have? You will get a concentrated light heat that will burn what's ever under there. So that is called laser focus, or activating your RAS, reticular activating system, where you focus. So focus. If you really want your goal, focus on your goal. Don't let anything disturb you. Netflix, you cut your Netflix. You cut unnecessary things that you're doing. Now you focus in your business. Give it for 3, 6, 1 year, because you're creating your fortune. That is called RAS. There's a lot of things going on in your brain, a lot of things going on in your life. Focus on what is needful, what is necessary. Put your energy there. And that's where you get results. That's called RAS. So full throttle or nothing. So the ideology here, the analogy is the airplane. When an airplane starts to go airborne, what does it do? It functions. It pushes its engine to 100% power, or else it will not fly. So foundation stage is about full 100% full throttle. Give it your best. And this is very important. So thank you so much. I hope you learned something tonight. So I encourage you, all of what I'm doing, all of what I'm saying here is just concept. Again, it's concept. It's all head knowledge. For you to experience here, I encourage you to join the amazing project. And then that's how you will understand fully what I have shared to all of you tonight. I hope you've learned something. If you learned something, let me know. Type in the chat box. Let me know what you have learned. The most important thing that you learned, type it in the chat box. And again, you can start following the iElite, or you can start following my Telegram. Okay. So thank you so much. And I give this back to our coaches tonight. So